There was a standoff at the Jacaranda grounds in Embakasi after the venue was booked for a meeting or for meetings by two political groupings. The grounds, which there was a plan to host Kenya Kwanza rally led by presidential candidate William Ruto, had also been booked by Embakasi East legislator Babu Owino. A heavy contingent of police officers was deployed to cordon off the venue for the better part of the morning to avert a possible clash between the two groupings. Police were, however, withdrawn after Babu Owino cancelled his meeting to allow Kenya Kwanza to proceed with its planned meeting. Our reporter Sam Ogina is at the grounds. Good afternoon, Sam. And have we seen the trooping of the supporters and the leaders of Kenya Kwanza yet?
Gituku, not yet, but what I can tell you that is happening here is Jacaranda grounds just a few moments ago was a battleground and two people have been injured. One person has been arrested, and this is because of the stone throwing that is going around here. And of course, there is that deployment of heavy security presence here at the Jacaranda grounds, just trying to create a buffer between the two warring factions. There is the faction that supports Babu Owino, MP Embakasi East, vis-a-vis the one, if you can see on your screen right now, that is Embakasi East aspirant, UDA aspirant, and you can see he's among the people who have been injured. You can see he's bleeding there. Of course, he's the person who organized for this rally to take place here today. And the information we are getting is the aspirant actually booked this venue on the 15th, and Babu Owino went ahead to book this same venue on the 16th. Now, because of the clash in the bookings, we are having the situation that is unfolding currently. I think he's speaking to security officers in a short while, or not yet, but just trying to engage security officers. Of course, the security here now becoming a nightmare and something of concern for the safety of both sides that are here, really, because if you can see, there are actually two clear, distinct sides. One on my right-hand side, I think that those are supporters of ODM MP Embakasi East Babu Owino, and on your screen, that is the Kenya Kwanza UDA aspirant for Embakasi East, Francis Mureithi, injured, of course, from the stone throwing that just happened a few moments ago. There is also another lady who has been injured from the same melee, and of course one person has been arrested from that altercation. Security officers there just trying to cordon off, or better yet, create a buffer between the two sides. Of course, the truck that was supposed to aid in the sound system has also been stoned and pulled away from its initial location, and just moved to a safer zone where security officers were deployed initially. And there, as you can see, supporters of Kenya Kwanza are boarding the truck once again. And of course, Gituku, maybe just a recap. This is not the first time that Kenya Kwanza has come here, and the last time they were here, of course, there was somewhat a similar altercation between Azimio supporters and Kenya Kwanza supporters, and then we saw stone throwing, and of course security officers stepped in, firing tear gas just to try and disperse the other crowd from disrupting the meeting. And what we are witnessing is something of a similar fashion going on here. And well, it is a situation that is very fluid, as you can see on your screens. Things just unfolding by the minute. What we do not know is if at all this meeting will take place. Of course, the security officers are here to ensure security is enforced. But as you can see, the numbers of supporters really from both sides can be quite overwhelming. But of course, we expect that security officers...
Right. And Sam, if I may cut you short, of course, you remember...
That is the situation here, and police has fired tear gas.
Right. Sam, I understand how difficult it can get at this point, because even last time that there was a similar situation, it was also not a very safe place for members of the press.
That is the situation here, Jacaranda Grounds, running battles now, even as we speak, from both sides. Police officers are now moving in to quell the situation. Of course, a vehicle has been stoned here. It was trying to make its way into the grounds, and now security officers firing several tear gas canisters to disperse the crowd that was milling around from the opposing side. So the Tuku, maybe we'll have to leave it here for security, for our own security, but we'll leave you with the pictures of what is happening here at the Jacaranda Grounds. What we know and what we understand is Deputy President William Ruto has completed his church service in Roysambu and is supposed to be making his way from Roysambu to Jacaranda Grounds, just to try and popularize his bid, to try and popularize Francis Mureithe's bid to try and capture the seat in Embakasi East to belong to UDA, of course, trying to get it from the grips of ODM and Babu Owino, who's currently their Member of Parliament. A quick recap is 2 people have been injured, this including the UDA Embakasi East aspirant or candidate, for that matter, Francis Mureithi. Also, another lady has sustained injuries from being hit by a stone, and 1 person has been arrested. Police officers really in their numbers here trying to see if they can calm the situation. And supporters of UDA, supporters of Kenya Kwanza, of course, milling around where their track is, just to try and contain themselves. And of course, what I was saying is the Deputy President has completed his church service in Roysambu. He's supposed to make his way here. There is no podium, so we expect that probably what will happen is the Deputy President will be speaking either from that track or from his vehicle, because what we understand is in the morning no one could be allowed in this ground to try and even do just a setup of probably a podium or a place where the leaders could speak from. Well, of course, this coming against the backdrop of DP Ruto having completed his South Nyanza tour, that is of Kisii, Nyamira, and then he toured Western Kenya, that is Bungoma, Kakamega, and Vihiga counties.